DEM. Today, our topic is reported speech, direct and indirect speech. Friends, before we start our discussion, I'm glad to inform you that we have got some requests from your side to have a compact video on reported speech. So in this video, we are going to deal with the topic in a simple and unique manner. I'll be providing you a formula on reported speech, which will help you to do reported speech or change narration instantly. This video is not only helpful for the students but also beneficial for competitive exam aspirants. So let's start. As you can see in this slide, the question is, how can we understand reported speech? Instead of simply mugging off or memorizing the rules, we will try to understand the basic elements in reported speech. Now see this conversation between Rita and Mitu, two friends. Mitu called, "Hello Rita, this is Mitu. Are you free in the afternoon? I want to watch a movie today." So here the speaker is Mitu and the listener is Rita. Now after some times, Rita is narrating what Mitu said to her mother. Mitu told that she wanted to watch a movie that day or same day in the afternoon. Like that, Rita told to her mother. So in the second scene, we can see Rita is acting as a narrator. So in the first scene, we have seen Mitu is the speaker, Rita is the listener. And in the second scene, we can see Rita is the narrator. So friends, sometimes we are directly quoting the speaker's words or repeating the speaker's words. Say for example, Mitu said, "I want to watch a movie today." So I want to watch a movie today. This is a direct speech and we have kept it within inverted comma. So whenever you will see a direct speech, you must know that there will be inverted commas. Now, if the speaker's speech is narrated by someone else, just in this case, Ritu is telling to her mother. So Ritu is the narrator. Ritu is narrating Mitu's words. So when we want to report what the speaker said or narrate the speaker's word, we use indirect speech. And that time there will be no inverted commas. All the inverted commas will be removed. Hope till now your doubts regarding direct speech and indirect speech is clear. You can find ample examples of direct speeches and indirect speeches within the contents of the newspaper. And most interestingly, for headlines, you will often see the use of present simple tense, for it often makes the reported speech interesting and attractive. Friends, tense plays a key role in changing of direct speech into indirect speech or indirect speech into direct speech. Before we proceed to the details, you should know that direct speech and indirect speech has two common parts. One is reporting verb, that is RV, another is reporting speech, that is RS. Now to perceive the changes of tense in direct speech and indirect speech, we have taken three examples. In the first example, it is said, Rohan says, "I am reading a novel." This is direct speech. And when we are changing it into indirect, it becomes Rohan says that he is reading a novel. Similarly, example 2, Rohan said, "I am reading a novel," becomes Rohan said that he was reading a novel. And in the third example, Rohan said, "I was reading a novel," becomes Rohan said that he had been reading a novel in indirect speech. Now, gauge the difference in these three examples. Of course, you have rightly found out that when the reporting verb is in present tense, the reporting speech does not change. The tense of the reporting speech does not change in indirect speech. But when the reporting verb is in past, the tense of the reporting speech changes in indirect speech. Just like in the first example, I am reading a novel, the tense is in present tense, the direct speech is in present tense, and when we are changing it into indirect speech, it becomes he is reading a novel. So there is no change of tense. But as the reporting verb becomes said, now the tense of the direct speech changes. See, I am reading a novel, it is in present continuous. It becomes in indirect speech, he was reading a novel. Similarly, in the third example, I was reading a novel, past continuous tense, it becomes he had been reading a novel, that is past perfect continuous tense. So we can derive that when the reporting verb is in past tense, the tense of the reporting speech changes from direct speech to indirect speech, or vis-a-vis, the opposite, means indirect speech to direct speech. Based on this, we have derived a formula which we are going to discuss now. Friends, here I am going to present in front of you our formula. Now this formula will help you not only to understand reporting speech in a better manner, but also to change narration instantly, or to change direct speech into indirect speech, or indirect speech into direct speech, very easy manner. So the formula is PRPAPP. What is that? PR means present tense, PA means past tense, and PP means past perfect tense. We are trying to say over here that when the reporting verb is in past tense, so you have to satisfy this condition first. The reporting verb has to be in past tense. If the reporting verb is in past tense, then the tense of the reporting speech, if it is in present tense, to change it into indirect speech, we have to shift to past tense. If the reporting speech is in past tense indirect speech, we have to change it into past perfect. So this is the basic formula. We have explained over here that while doing the conversion, reporting speech in present tense will be changed to past tense, and past tense will be changed to past perfect. Only condition is that reporting verb has to be in past tense. In the same way, if the indirect speech is in past perfect, then we will change it into past tense, simple past. And if the indirect speech is simple past, then we will change it into present, just the reverse. And this formula is applicable for all kinds of sentences except imperative sentence. For that we have given a note. You should keep it in mind that the formula does not work, as for most of the indirect speeches the connector is to, which is followed by present tense always. We'll see in our later examples. As we have seen that in case of imperative sentence, the formula does not work. In the same way, there are some exceptions that you should keep it in mind. If it is a universal truth, then there will be no change of tense in indirect speech. If it is habitual fact, then there will be no change of tense. Like, I always work early in the morning, Mohan said. So Mohan said that he always works early in the morning. So this is talking about habitual facts. Now if we relate it to historical events in the past, the tense in indirect speech will not be changed. Neetu said that Gautam Buddha gave his first sermon at Banaras. So this is a historical event in the past. If it is any imaginary condition, like if I were rich, I would provide free meals to the poor every day. Or if it is a simultaneous actions in the past, like when I was listening to music, my brother was watching TV. In those cases, you will see that the tense in the direct speech will not be changed in indirect speech. So you should keep it in mind, this exception. Now here I would like to present a chart of the statements or assertive sentences by using our formula PRPA PP. Now you can see that present simple in direct speech has been changed into past simple or simple past in indirect speech. Same way, present continuous has been changed to past continuous in indirect speech. Same way, present perfect tense has been changed to past perfect. I have not seen Rohini. It has become past perfect, that he or she had not seen Rohini. Same way we are following to change past simple. Now when we are talking about past, as we have seen in the formula, that past becomes past perfect. So simple past, I bought a house, it becomes he or she had bought a house. Now past continuous becomes past perfect continuous, and finally past perfect, it will remain unchanged because it is the end of the tenses. After that you cannot change it. Past perfect is already talking about far past, so you cannot change it further. That's why we have to stop over there. So this chart hope will help you to change direct speech into indirect speech for assertive sentences or statements. Next, we'll see changes of other two sentences, questions and imperatives. See, for questions, Sakshi said to Mohana, "Do you like pasta?" This is direct speech. When we are changing it into indirect, it becomes Sakshi asked Mohana if she liked pasta. Another example, Sakshi said to Mohana, "What do you like most?" Direct speech. And in indirect speech, it becomes Sakshi asked Mohana what she liked most. Here you should remember two things. One is that over here the connector is if, whether, or any WH word. That means if there is any WH question, then the linker will be the WH word. Another is that when you are changing the direct speech into indirect speech, it will become a statement. The question will be omitted, okay, and it will be a simple statement. And the reported verbs used are asked, inquired, etc. in indirect speech. Again, it follows this PRPA-PP formula. That means if the direct speech is in present tense, then it will be changed into past. If the direct speech is in past tense, then it will be changed into past perfect in indirect speech. Now for imperative sentences, the common connector is to in most of the cases. In case of sentences beginning with late, the connector is that. Reporting verbs in indirect speech will be used according to the sense of the sentence, like order, request, propose, etc. And finally, it does not follow that PRPA-PP formula because of the connector to in the first case, and in the second case the modal is should. As we know that after modals, the verb always comes in present form. Now we will see the change of direct speech into indirect speech in case of exclamatory sentence and optatives. In case of exclamatory sentences, words like bravo, oh, alas, these will be omitted in indirect speech. And according to the sense of exclamation, joy, wonder, wish, sorrow, these are the reporting verbs will be used. It will follow the PRPA-PP formula. Now for optatives, we are going to use wish, pray, bade, etc. as reporting verbs in indirect speech, because optatives, as you know, they stand for pray, wish, okay. So like that we are going to use those reporting verbs. It will also follow this PRPA-PP formula. That means the tense of direct speech will be changed in indirect speech. So friends, we have covered all types of sentences in our discussion. Now it's time to conclude. Now in the final part, we'll see the changes of person, time and place modals in reported speech. So when we are changing a direct speech into indirect speech, it is not only tense, but these items also change. In the first case, personal pronouns, they change to third person singular or plural. I have taken some lists over here, like I, me, mine, you, your, yours. These will be changed as his, him, her, hers for singular numbers. And in case of plural numbers, they will be changed as they, their, theirs, etc. Now, how time reference changes from direct to indirect or vis-a-vis? Today or tonight, indirect speech will be changed into that day or same day or that night. Yesterday, it will be changed as the day before or previous day in indirect speech. The day before yesterday, it will be changed as 2 days back or before. Tomorrow will be changed to next or following day in indirect speech. Next week, month, year, this will be changed to following week, month, year in indirect speech. Last week will be changed to previous week. Ago will be changed to before. Now will be changed to then. Now, though the list is very short, but there are some changes of place references as well. Here will be changed as there in indirect speech. Hither will be changed as thither in indirect speech. This place will be changed as that place. Now, if we look at the changes in modals, then we'll see that some modals are there which will be changed in indirect speech. Like can will be could, may will be might, must will be had to if it is compulsion, and must will remain must if it is deduction. If we are deducting something that this may happen, so in that case must will remain must. Shall, future time, it will be changed into would, and if shall stands for any offer or suggestion, it will be changed to should in indirect speech. Will be changed to would in indirect speech. Now there are some modals which cannot be changed in indirect speech. Here is the list, and here we have included could, would, should, might, need, used to, ought to. These modals will not be changed in indirect speech. They will remain as it is from direct speech to indirect speech. So friends, hope you have enjoyed our video, and in this lecture we have covered all the details regarding reported speech. As I have already told you that this is not only helpful for the students, but this is going to be very beneficial for our exam aspirants as well. So please watch it, like it, and share with your friends.